get started because we have a lot to cover today. So welcome to October's Level Up at Lunch meeting, and just so excited to welcome Pamela Plick. She is just delightful, and she really speaks from the heart. So you're going to really enjoy her. Yes. Thank you so much. We're going to move to Katerina, and she's going to introduce our speaker.
All right, my friends, I am so happy to introduce our phenomenal speaker today. Pamela Plick is a sought-after speaker. She is a show host for Rise to Your Money Power on the Win-Win Woman Network. You can also get her many shows on YouTube. She's a best-selling author of Rise to Your Money Power, a step-by-step guide to building the foundation of an empowered relationship with money. She's also the CEO of Pamela Plick Wealth Management, providing education, strategies, and tools to empower driven women to confidently build wealth from the inside out. And I am so happy to have her with us today. She's talking about the prosperity formula. Pamela, the floor or the Zoom floor or the Zoom screen is yours. Yay! Let's give her a big hand, my friends. Let's give her a hand before she even starts. There we go.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Katerina. I'm honored to be here, and I appreciate you, Katerina, for inviting me, and also Teresa for having me here today. And I want to start out by asking a couple of questions. So who here has ever felt like you're stuck on a hamster wheel, working tirelessly, but never achieving the level of abundance you desire? If that's you, then raise a hand. Love to see you raise a hand. And who here would like to break free from that cycle and create a life of true prosperity? And if that's you, go ahead and type me in the chat, if you would. And I didn't mention up front, but it is interactive, and thank you so much. Tracy, Elaine, Elizabeth, yes, me. We've all felt that way at one time or another. And then lastly, I'd like you to put yes in the chat if you would like to create more financial freedom and impact. Does that sound like you? Well, great. Yes. If you can relate to any of these questions, then you're in the right place. And welcome to the Prosperity Formula, the 5 steps to more abundance in your business and life. And I want to share with you what we'll be talking about today. First of all, you'll learn strategies to identify and overcome limiting beliefs that may be holding you back from achieving your full potential. You'll also discover the #1 way to cultivate a prosperity mindset. You'll begin to feel a sense of clarity and calm around money. And then lastly, you're going to learn the secret to cultivating an abundance mindset and how to apply it to your business. And again, as Katerina mentioned, I'm Pamela Plick, and I'm on a mission to empower purpose-driven women to confidently build wealth from the inside out. And as a speaker, show host, best-selling author with over 30 years of experience in the financial services industry, as well as my knowledge and expertise gained as a certified financial planner practitioner and a certified money coach, as well as being CEO and founder of Pamela Plick Wealth Management, I've helped hundreds of women achieve personal and professional success. And I want to say that I am so grateful to have the life that I love, a life that I love today, and a business doing the work that I feel called to do, not only with the financial freedom and the flexibility to spend more time doing the things that I love and supporting causes that I'm passionate about. Now, that was not always the case. I never planned on getting a divorce. Everything was planned. If anyone has ever gone through a divorce, everything is planned except the divorce. But when my son Frank was only 2 years old, my ex-husband and I separated and then ultimately divorced. And at that time, I found myself not only in a scary place, but also feeling resentful because I never imagined that I would be solely responsible for my son and our family finances. Now, although I had a great entry-level banking position in banking and finance, I was still struggling to make ends meet at that time, working as hard as I could to make enough for my son and I, and to hopefully get promoted. But I didn't have a practical financial plan. My plan was really to work hard, really hard, work long hours, and hopefully get promoted. And then I would be able to spend more time with my son. And that's not what happened. Yes, I was promoted. Yes, I moved up the corporate ladder, but at the expense of actually spending less time with my son. Now, fast forward, although I had built a successful career in banking and finance, but something was really missing. I felt exhausted, both mentally, physically, and spiritually from years of overwork, and my career was no longer fulfilling. I realized at that time that I'd never asked myself, what is it that I really wanted beyond banking? What was my vision for my life? And what was I really called to do? So I took a step back and I got some support and gained the clarity that I needed to be able to move forward. And so the first thing I did was I embraced forgiveness because I knew that not only did I need to forgive my husband, and he was a good man. It was just, we just grew apart. But I also needed to forgive myself for what I felt at the time was a failure. But looking back, I knew that it was the catalyst to move me forward on the journey that I'm on today. I also needed to eliminate beliefs that no longer served me. Like, first of all, the belief that I had to work really, really, really hard in order to get ahead. And how many of us have had that belief? And the belief that maybe I wasn't worthy of the life that I desired. Then I started looking at ways that were no longer the ways that I was managing my life and my finances that no longer served me. And I stepped into more education and training. I became a certified financial planner. I also became a certified money coach because I really wanted to have financial freedom, first of all. And then I decided that I wanted to start my own business. And so today, again, I'm so grateful that I'm running a thriving business that's doing the work that I love, working with the types of clients that I love. And not only do I have the financial freedom that I desire, but I'm able to create impact and contribute to the causes that I'm passionate about. And I also love the fact that I'm able to spend more time with family and friends. And I want to mention my son is an adult now, and he's an awesome man. He's the light of my life. And I have a beautiful daughter-in-law as well. So I'm so excited about that. And so whether you are single, divorced, or married, whether you have children that you need to provide for, or you're providing for yourself through the work that you feel that you're called, the work that you're bringing into the world. Maybe you just want to up level your personal relationship with money, or you might be doing great in your business, but maybe you're not keeping the amount of money that you want to keep. So if you want to feel confident about your finances and you want to create the financial freedom that you desire and a life that you deserve, then wherever you are on your financial journey, I'm happy to support you. So let's dive into today's content. Embracing abundance in your business and life holds the key to a world of limitless possibilities. It empowers you to tap into your true potential, to cultivate a thriving business, and to live a life of fulfillment and prosperity. And so today, my intention for you is that you embark on this transformative journey towards abundance and fulfillment by wholeheartedly embracing the prosperity formula, 5 steps to more abundance in your business and your life. The first step to more abundance in your business and your life is to trust your vision. Your vision is your compass. It embraces the power of your vision, allowing you to be allowing you to guide you towards a world the world that's brimming with abundance. Now, what's interesting is we need to embrace and stay focused on our vision. How many times have maybe you shared your vision with someone, a trusted, maybe a family member, or someone that you trust, and they didn't see your vision, right? They didn't get your vision. So a lot of times as purpose-driven women, we can get talked out of our vision by well-meaning friends and family members. Now, it's okay that no one else sees your vision because honestly, the universe gave that vision to you. So if you feel called to that vision, it's important that you stick with it. And one of the suggestions or ways that you can do that is to write out your vision. I love this practice. This is something that I do with my clients, and I tell them, write out your big, grand vision, not just around money, but in all areas of your life. And you know what? To be honest, money touches all areas of our life. Yes, we're spiritual beings, but we are in the physical world, and we do need to have money to navigate this physical world. So whether it's relationships, it's your business, it's spirituality, or any of the other areas of your life that are important to you, write out that big grand vision and post it somewhere where you can see it every day. Now, I had a friend that told me, this was years ago, she was a physician, when I told her that I was going to start my business. And she said, being a business owner can be lonely. And, sometimes it can be. And sometimes you may think about, you may not you may have a less than positive day. And you're like, okay, so why am I doing this again? At those times, that's where it's so important to bring out that vision, because it is your compass. It's truly your compass, and it guides you and reminds you of why you're doing what you're doing. So creating your vision. And also, how many of you are fans of vision boards? That's another one. I know a lot of women love that, and I'm a big fan of a vision board as well. So a couple of things to help you stay focused on your vision. The second step to more abundance in your business and life is to let go of outdated beliefs. You want to release the beliefs that were holding you back. Release them, make space for new possibilities, and invite limitless abundance and prosperity into your life. Now, one of the things that we don't normally think about is that as children, our beliefs are imprinted upon us. So what we heard as a child, did your parents talk about money? What was said about money? Was there a feeling of lack or a feeling of prosperity in your household growing up? those things form an impression upon us, and they create those beliefs that we use, or that guide our financial decisions as adults. So you want to make sure that you eliminate those beliefs. And the beliefs can be, I believe there's three aspects to money that we need to address. There's the spiritual, the emotional, as well as the practical aspects of money. And we can have limiting beliefs in all three areas of the money. And so making sure that we keep that in mind, and really to kind of kick those beliefs to the curb that are no longer serving us. And if you have beliefs that maybe you've heard, or maybe, even comments that you heard as a child, that came up as we were talking about this particular step, I'd love for you to put that in the chat. I know one thing that my father used to say all the time was that money doesn't grow on trees. He was a military man, and he just was very systematic, and had his steps, and like, you didn't go and ask for extra money. So that's one of the things that I remembered, and that's probably why to this day that I love having my own money. I remember, I'm going to share a quick story. I remember when I was probably maybe 10, my grandmother opened up a savings account for me. And if you recall, those of you who are old enough, back then, you opened up the account at the savings and loan, and they gave you a passbook, right? Where when you made a deposit, they stamped the book and wrote in your deposit. And so I was so excited because I had my own money. And what I did was, every time I got a gift, or birthday gift, or when I was old enough to start to work, I saved money put money into that savings account. And so by the time I was old enough to drive, I actually had enough money to put a down payment on my first car. And so to this day, I absolutely love having my own money. And it's interesting. One of the let's see, who brought this up? Elizabeth. Yes. Money is the root of all evil. And that is interesting, that that is a common belief that I hear, a false belief that I hear. And it's interesting that it's a misquote from the Bible. The Bible doesn't say, money is the root of all evil. It says the love of money. So keeping that in mind, because we're purpose-driven women, we're here to live a life of abundance, but part of abundance is to live a prosperous life, because the more prosperous we are, the more good we can do in the world. Great. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Jody. Right. The love of money. Now, the third step to more abundance in your business and life is to cultivate a prosperity mindset. Now, the number one way to create a prosperity mindset is to practice gratitude. What you appreciate appreciates. When you foster a mindset of abundance, gratitude, and possibility, regardless of where you are on your journey, then you open yourself up to attracting more prosperity, and in your business and in your life. And one of the best ways, to do this, what I've come up with is, how many of you use journals, right? I'm a big fan of creating an abundance journal. And you can make this part of your ritual, whether it's your morning ritual or your evening ritual. Morning is getting you ready, grounded and ready for the day to do the work that you came here to do, or in the evening to get yourself set up for an awesome day the awesome next day. So creating that abundance journal and just writing down maybe 3 to 5 things that you're grateful for that particular day. And some days, to be honest, maybe what you write is, I'm grateful that I made it through this day, and tomorrow is a new day. But the point is, to be what appreciates, what you appreciate appreciates, and it will help you to remember maybe on those days that were less than positive. You can go back and look at your journal to see all of the wonderful things that are happening in your life and what you've accomplished. Now, the fourth step to more abundance in your business and your life is to know that you can ask for support. You want to overcome what I call the CEO mindset. And by CEO, I mean Chief Everything Officer. Now, as women, we're typically or historically have been raised to be the caregivers, right? We're the nurturers. We're taught to take care of everyone else before we take care of ourselves. Now, you want to make sure, and we don't like to ask for support. Now, asking for support is a sign of strength. It's not a sign of weakness. So it's really important to, don't hesitate to reach out and really harness the collective power that can uplift you towards greater abundance. So whether it's joining like awesome organizations like PWN, or, maybe working with a mentor, or, getting the support, or it's important to be around like-minded women who are going on the journey along with you. So making sure that you get the support that you need. And it's okay to put yourself first, because that's one of the things that we were, typically taught. We don't put yourself first. That's selfish. And I actually love this quote from Iyanla. It's Iyanla Van Zandt actually said it. She said, putting yourself first is not selfish, it's self-full. And, basically, so what she's saying is, we all need to keep our spiritual cups full, right? We know that. But what's inside the spiritual cup is for us, and what is overflowing is for everyone else. So it's not selfish to put yourself first so that you can fill that spiritual cup so that it's overflowing. And then you can support everyone else in your life that you need to support. Now, the fifth step to more abundance in your business and life is to take inspired action. And so you want to let inspired action be your launch pad. You want to take courageous, purposeful action, bold action, as Tracy says, towards your dreams, and knowing that each step is going to bring you closer to a future that's overflowing with abundance and prosperity. And so when we talk about taking inspired action, what I mean by that, because we could all just take action, right? But it's important to take inspired action. So again, for women who live their lives on purpose, we have a business that we feel we're called to do to make the world a better place. We want to take inspired action. And so with that, first we talked about in step one, having your big grand vision. So you have your vision, so you know where you're going, that's your compass, right? You know that it's aligned with your values, and so now it's time to create an action step or action plan that's going to move you forward towards that vision. And so the important thing too is to make sure that you actually take the next inspired step, because a lot of times we get overwhelmed, right? If we think about, okay, and I don't know how many of you grew up in 80s corporate America, but I used to love Stephen Covey, The 7 habits of highly effective people begin with the end in mind. Yes, we want to begin with the end in mind. That's our big vision. But if that's what we're just focused on every day, we have a tendency to get overwhelmed. We can get stuck, through procrastination. So create your vision, create your, knowing that it aligns with your values, create the action, your goals, and then the action steps to get you there. And then just focus on the next inspired step. That way, you know that you are systematically moving towards that vision and you don't get overwhelmed. So to kind of wrap up the 5 steps, I want to recap the 5 steps. We talked about number 1, trust your vision. Number 2, let go of outdated beliefs. 3, cultivate a prosperity mindset. Number 4, eliminate the CEO mindset. And lastly, take inspired action. So I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 5 steps stand out most for you? So just go ahead and type the number in the chat. Oh, okay, good. Thank you. 5, number 3, number 2, wonderful. Number 6, Katarina, there was no number 6. But okay.
Sorry, I thought that was take inspired action. My mistake. My apologies.
Okay. So are you ready to unlock your true potential and achieve meaningful success? If so, then I want you to know that you're not alone in this journey. Many purpose-driven women business owners face the challenge of embracing abundance while trying to stay true to their values. Now, the good news is that achieving abundance is not a distant dream. It's really a tangible reality that just waiting for you to embrace. And that's why I've created the Prosperity Path, a purpose-driven woman's guide to more abundance in your business and life, precisely for women like you who dream of making a positive impact while experiencing financial growth. And the Prosperity Path is actually based on the process that I use with my clients to transform their mindset so that we can witness remarkable success in their businesses and their lives. And this companion guide to my talk today will be your guide to cultivating a prosperity mindset. It'll help you boost your confidence and inspire you to take actionable steps towards the life that you desire. So to get your copy of the guide, the Prosperity Guide, you simply click the link that I'll put in the chat at the end of my talk. Just enter your name and email address, and it'll be sent straight to your inbox. So you don't want to miss this opportunity to get this awesome resource. I believe it's an awesome resource. And so again, to get your copy of the Prosperity Path, so that you can start creating a life of abundance and fulfillment, just click the link that I'll put in the chat, put your name and address in the box, and it'll be sent straight to you. So to wrap up, I'd love to leave you with one of my favorite quotes. Believe in the beauty of your dreams, for they hold the power to ignite your spirit and shape your destiny. And so I want to thank you guys, thank you ladies for stepping into this transformative journey towards abundance and fulfillment with me today. Thank you.
Thank you, Pamela. We have time for some questions or for her to answer, or just if you want to tell us something, one of your tips. Who wants to start?
Pamela, hi, it's Jody. Can you share with us a little bit more details when somebody works with you directly? What is that like?
Sure, absolutely. I actually have two sides to my practice. I mentioned I'm a certified financial planner, practitioner, as well as a certified money coach. And so the two sides of my practice, on the financial planning side, I create actually comprehensive financial plans, and I specialize in working with women, as I mentioned. And for women that have a great relationship with money, and they are really needing a roadmap to get from where they are to where they want to be long term. That's the financial planning side of my financial planning and wealth management side of my practice. Now, I also have my money mastery side of my practice, and I offer group coaching programs. And I have an 8-week course. Actually, that's coming up pretty soon. And I have a 6-month transformational program, and that's how I work with my clients to really, as I mentioned, our outer wealth is a reflection of our inner wealth. And so we need to shift like those limiting beliefs, and learn where they came from, also, how to shift them, and then how to take that inspired action. And so that's what I do when I work with my clients, so that they can they can achieve financial confidence, achieve peace of mind, and create the financial freedom that they desire, as well as the impact that they want to make in the world.
Thank you, everyone. It was an amazing meeting. It was, I think, one of the best we had. I really felt the love in the room, the connection, and that's what really matters. So it's been great being your president, and this is my last meeting that will be a speaker meeting, but I will be around for November 1st meeting, and also our Wodi event that you have to come, and we have to get down and dance and stuff. So, okay, lovely ones. I'm going to head to the gym and get sweaty.
Thanks, everybody. See you next time.